Florence, Italy, Santa Croce. Those of you who studied abroad here, I know that's a lot of Americans. You guys probably recognize this spot. This is like the nightlife epicenter of Florence. It's still April though, so it's not as rowdy as you'd think it'd be. What is it, Thursday night? I think I lost track of the days. Anyway, this is one of the older Duomos, cathedrals in Florence, whatever you want to call it. We went wine tasting in Tuscany today, and we just got ourselves a really good pizza. I'm gonna have Margot show you the pizza in just a second here. If I could flip this around, there it is. That's really nice. We got one at the restaurant, and then we got one to go, and it was really good. But anyway, 49ers just signed Marcus Johnson, who used to play for the Titans, and Margot, being the Nashville native right here, did not know who Marcus Johnson was. That's because he's not a big name. Nothing against Margot, but nothing against the signing either. But people shouldn't be.
I'm an Eddie George, Steve McNair fan.
Hi, Mr. George.
Hi, Mr. George.
We ran into Eddie George this past May. And there's this big steeplechase,
and Iroquois steeplechase.
It's a horse race, right? Or a series of horse races, and everybody comes out dressed really well in Nashville, and Eddie George was there, and
to the nines.
I'm like, hey, that's Eddie George. I mean, he's literally got the nicest suit on there. I thought I was well dressed, and then Eddie George showed up, and Margot just turns around and says,
"Hi, Mr. George."
And it was awesome. I liked it.
He said hi back.
Yeah, he said hi back. Of course, he said hi back. and it was a good memory from steeplechase. So speaking of former Titans players, Marcus Johnson, new 49ers wide receiver, 6'1", 207. You put on the tape, I don't think he's had more than 15 catches per year. And that means that it's not like a big splash signing. But what I do see is a player that has a solid enough frame to line up in the slot, to do some stuff outside, to block in Kyle Shanahan's scheme. I mean, he's not just, the 49ers obviously are in a situation where they like to run the football, right? So you're going to have your small gadget guys. You're going to have your running backs like Jermichael Hasty, who aren't great blockers. But I think for the most part, you need receivers who can sit back there and, just lay down some physicality. And I think that Marcus Johnson has the ability to do that, at least on a depth basis for the 49ers. So that's the news. I don't think we could read too much further into it. The way that people are reading way too far into Deebo Samuel, lack of Instagram follow. What the hell's going on? My IQ is getting lower every single time that I see a tweet about Deebo Samuel. People need to calm down. The guy's negotiating with the 49ers. He deserves a lot of money, but he's also under his rookie contract for one more season, right, in 2022. This is how negotiations work, and whether or not somebody's following the team on Instagram or not, and I believe that Deebo Samuel is actually following the 49ers on Instagram, that's not going to change how negotiations work or what's going to happen. The bottom line is the 49ers have him under team control here for another season, and people just need to calm down. It's absolutely ridiculous how everybody, Mike told me this the other day. The 49ers fan base seems to love to live in pain and anxiety, but I just won't have it. I'm not going to sit here and be wringing my hands over whether or not Deebo Samuel's following the 49ers on Instagram when it has absolutely nothing to do with anything. And the 49ers have made it a priority. That they've budgeted for it. And that these negotiations are tricky. Because Deebo does have that extra year left in 2022. The 49ers aren't in a rush to get anything done unless he wants to hold out. And Deebo also probably isn't in the biggest rush to get something done because he wants to wait until A.J. Brown signs his deal, until DK Metcalf signs his deal, because they have the same agent. Deebo, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Tory Dandy is the agent for all three of these guys. So if you're in that position, you want to sign last. You want to make more money, but you also want that financial security, right? And that is what's going to bring everybody to the table. The need for financial security. You want to get that big signing bonus. Is it going to be $60 million guaranteed, $50 million? Who cares? It's going to be a lot. And once that's all figured out, both sides are going to be very happy to come to the table and get it figured out. So it's just a matter of negotiation, and that's where the 49ers are at with Deebo Samuel. So we're going to try the pizza right now. We're going to come back here. There it is.
Right now.
Yeah, we have to. People are going to get mad if we don't take or if I don't take a bite of the food. You don't have to.
They did not slice it.
Oh my God, they didn't slice our pizza. This is
Oh, take a bite. Come on. Come on.
It looks good though. Here, we got to rip it a little bit.
Oh no, just do it. Just dive in.
I only got the crust. I need a little bit of cheese here.
Oh wait, here.
Oh, perfect. We got mozzarella, basil. Okay, it's really good.
We're like barbarians right now.
Thank you, whoever said that was a world-class bite. I appreciate it. The pizza's really good. It's from Naples, where they like to keep it simple, and the tomatoes they grow in the fields outside of Naples is why you can't like really replicate this type of pizza anywhere outside of Italy. So I recommend it. It's called Il Pizzaiolo in Florence. Apologize for the heavily accented Italian. Not one of my languages of expertise anymore. It used to be, but that was like 13 years ago. Anyway, Marcus Johnson's a 49er. Don't worry about Deebo Samuel. Try out this pizza. It's really good. It's in the box. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.